Good evening, Vaqueros. I want to welcome our student athletes, parents of our student athletes, family, and friends of our program to tonight's 2019-2020 V Awards celebration. My name is Chase Conk, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as Vice President and Director of Athletics here at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. While tonight's format's going to be unique, it's not consistent with what we've done in past years, but the purpose and the intent remains the same. Tonight is about celebrating our young people. Tonight is about celebrating our student athletes' success on the courts and fields of play, about celebrating their success and dedication in the classroom, and certainly celebrating the countless hours of community service that each of them have given back to the Rio Grande Valley. As many of you know, I'm concluding my first year here as the Director of Athletics, and I want to thank our student athletes. I want to thank our coaches and my fellow administrators. You all have made our transition to the Rio Grande Valley very smooth and very enjoyable. I'm very excited about our future and very appreciative of each and every one of you, and look forward to continuing our work together as hopefully we return to campus in the near future. You can't help but take a moment to reflect on what's transpired over the last 2 months. We've certainly been dealt our fair share of challenges, but I want to speak to our student athletes. I want to commend you for all that you've done. I want to compliment you on your toughness, your grit, your perseverance, dedication, and your hard work. All those things have paid off as we face this adversity. We face it together, but you individually have risen to the occasion. I commend you on how you handled the finish of the semester with all online courses, and I thank you for being great role models and representatives of this university and of UTRGV athletics. To our seniors, I want to thank you. You're leaving a great legacy here at the university. And I can tell you that legacy will never be forgotten. Those of you that are in our fall sports had the opportunity to complete your seasons, and many of you experienced some great moments on the courts and fields of play. To our spring sports student athletes, we regret that the way that the spring semester concluded, and we certainly feel for the 23 seniors that were directly impacted. But we're so excited and so proud that through the NCAA's waiver, that we're going to be able to bring back all of our student athletes, all of those seniors that want to return to campus will have the opportunity to come back, continue their education, many of you pursuing a master's degree, and finish out your last year of eligibility as a vaquero. I want to thank our student athletes for all your hard work, for all your dedication. You truly are the reason why we do what we do as administrators. You're sorely missed here on this campus. As we walk through the facilities, as we walk on campus, it's certainly not the same. There's still many unknowns. There's still many questions to be answered, but I can tell you that your welfare will always be first. We will always be here for you. For our seniors that aren't returning, you will always have a home in the Rio Grande Valley. So on behalf of the university, our athletics department, our administration, and our coaches, I want to thank our student athletes for all that you've done, for all that you continue to do. I also want to thank the parents of our student athletes. Thank you for entrusting us with your most prized possession. We take that very seriously, and they are certainly at the heart of everything that we do. So with that said, I hope you enjoy this evening. I look forward to seeing the awards and the presentation that's to follow. But thank you again for joining us tonight, and thank you for all you continue to do. I hope you and your families are safe and well. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Peace out.
I want to congratulate all of you on an interesting and a wonderful season. This is an interesting time of year. We can't be together face to face. Many of you could not complete your seasons, and if you're a senior, I know how tough that is. But I want you to know that this university appreciates you and appreciates everything you do as athletes and as students. What can I say about COVID-19? It's disrupted everything. This pandemic is truly different. None of us have ever faced anything like this. None of us have ever canceled a season. Think about the significance of that. American baseball was not canceled during World War I or World War II. It continued on. Yet this pandemic has disrupted everything. But what you've done is in many ways a greater achievement. You persisted in school. You haven't let the pandemic wreck your academic progress. I can't tell you how important that is. As you move through this, there's a great sadness in what you have not been able to do this spring if you're a spring athlete. On the other hand, as you look back, there will be some happiness in what you were able to achieve and what you were able to accomplish. We appreciate you. We know the time and the effort you put into this. You're great representatives of this university, and I want to congratulate you for everything you've done. Hey, I look forward to things getting back to normal. I like to watch sports as much as you like to play them. So we're hopeful that everything is back to normal next year. But thank you for your flexibility, your willingness to adjust, and your persistence through this. As you look back on this in later years, you'll understand that you are stronger for it. Again, congratulations and thank you.
Good evening. Before we get the awards kicked off, it's important to acknowledge the people who've led us through this year. First off, I'd like to thank Chase Conk, our athletic director, Molly Kastner, our SWA, and the rest of our athletic administration for their commitment to keeping us safe and in the loop through this difficult time. I would also like to thank Brenda Cadillo and the rest of the academic staff for all they've done to keep us in good academic standing for next year at graduation. I'd also like to thank my coaches, Philip Tate, Lucas Monroe, and Eric Sparks, for their unwavering commitment to the men's golf team. The past 6 weeks have been extremely difficult, but before you know it, we'll be on the other side, looking back at a time that hopefully made us tougher, smarter, and if you did Lucas and Eric's home workouts, chiseled and toned. During quarantine, I've had a lot of time to reflect on my 4 years as a vaquero. As a graduating senior who's made many memories and endured my fair shares of ups and downs as a person, student, and athlete, I can say with full confidence UTRGV was a fantastic place to do that. I believe that South Texas is a launch pad for leaders, athletes, and professionals of all kinds, and it might be the world's best kept secret, but not for long. To back up that claim, here are a few data points that warrant a flex. Javon Levi finished second in the country and was named the WAC Defensive Player of the Year for the second consecutive season. Abraham Chirchir has made the national championship in cross country the last 2 years. Men's and women's golf both finished in the top 5 in volunteer hours for their sports in the entire country. Men's soccer athletes Kyle Edwards and Arthur Rogers both signed contracts to play at the next level. And 44 fall and winter student athletes were named academic all-WAC honorees. These are just a few of the many feats we've accomplished as a community this year, a year sadly cut short, but with much to celebrate. Tonight is about recognizing those student athletes who've showed up, showed out, and led their teams to new heights. It's been a pleasure serving you as SAC president this year, and the best is yet to come for our community as Rachel Yu assumes the role for the upcoming year. Thank you, enjoy the show, and bees up.
The first awards of the night are for Mr. and Mrs. V. This award is given out to the most spirited or team-oriented individual, someone that promotes an atmosphere of team and represents the departmental mission of preparing our student athletes for excellence in life. The nominees for Mr. V are Henry Fisher, men's golf; Eric Taylor, baseball; Jordan Jackson, men's basketball; Alberto Mello, men's tennis; Max Valderrama, baseball; and the nominees for Mrs. V are Alexandrea Hurst, women's track and field; Katerina Sasaroga, women's tennis; Desiree Berge, women's basketball; Rachel Yu, women's golf; Debora, Nazario, volleyball.
The Rookie of the Year awards go to freshman student athletes who have impacted the team with outstanding athletic contributions. The nominees for Male Rookie of the Year are Ackeem Gordon, men's track and field; Quentin Johnson II, men's basketball; Juan Rivera, men's soccer; Alex Munoz, men's cross country and track and field; and Rashri Ganesh Kanavati, men's golf. The nominees for Female Rookie of the Year are Mystique Brown, women's track and field; Samantha Garza, women's golf; Haley Jones, women's basketball; Victor Nama, volleyball; and Anna Torsolv, women's soccer.
This is Paul Leeds, head coach with men's soccer. I'm sorry that we're not all together on campus enjoying the awards, but I hope you guys are all doing as well as you can be back home, and hopefully we'll see each other very soon. I'm here to announce the Newcomer of the Year award, and that award goes to a transfer student athlete who has greatly impacted the team through different athletic performance contributions. The nominees for Male Newcomer of the Year are Chris Freeman, men's basketball; Carlo Izurieta, men's tennis; Bafor Kayem, men's track and field; Eliad Shoje, men's soccer; and Kevin Stevens, baseball. Nominees for Female Newcomer of the Year are Anna Barkey, women's soccer; Desiree Berge, women's basketball; Samaret Caraballo, volleyball; Sarah Cruz, volleyball; and Traylyn Tyler, women's basketball.
The Breakout Athlete of the Year are returning student athletes that exploded onto the scene this year, showing major improvement while having a big impact on the team. The nominees for Male Breakout Athlete of the Year are Max Balderrama, baseball; Samuel De Felipe Garcia, men's tennis; Jacob Hirsch, baseball; Jordan Jackson, men's basketball; Angel Lopez, men's soccer. The nominees for Female Breakout Athlete of the Year are Amara Graham, women's basketball. Veronica Genova, women's volleyball. Katie Stokely, women's soccer. Debora Nazario, women's volleyball. Sierra Spindler, women's cross country, track and field.
Comeback Player of the Year award is presented to a student athlete who overcame significant factors affecting his or her performance during the previous season. Congratulations to this year's Comeback Player of the Year, Elina Seppälä.
Team Performance of the Year award is such a competitive category. In order to win this award, you had to make history, win a championship, beat a ranked opponent, or do something extraordinary. Basically something special and deserving of being remembered. We had a number of such performances this year. The nominees for Team Performance of the Year are baseball knocks off Kansas State in back-to-back games. Men's basketball, OT win over Cal Baptist. Women's cross country finishes 4th at NCAA Regionals. Men's golf wins the Colin Montgomery Invitational. Men's soccer defeats Marshall, who reached NCAA second round on the road. Women's soccer advances in WAC tournament play on penalty kicks. Indoor track and field wins 9 WAC championships. Volleyball upsets Maryland.
The Student Athletes of the Year are individuals who had the best overall performances this year. The nominees for Male Student Athlete of the Year are Abraham Chirchir, men's cross country. Conrado Diaz, baseball. Samuel de Felipe Garcia, men's tennis. Paul May, men's track and field. Leslie Varner II, men's basketball. Nominees for Female Athlete of the Year are Samariae Bonds, women's track and field. Dorcas Koech, women's cross country. Barbara Silva, volleyball. Traylon Tyler, women's basketball. Emily Zapata, women's soccer.
Legacy Award honors senior student athletes who have impacted their programs over the course of their entire collegiate career. These individuals are excellent competitors who have raised the level of competition for UTRGV and for the Western Athletic Conference. Someone who will be leaving a lasting memory, a legacy for future generations. The nominees for the Male Legacy Award recipients are Henry Fisher, men's golf. Angel Lopez, men's soccer. Paul May, track and field. Mateo Smith, men's tennis. Leslie Bonner II, men's basketball.
The Legacy Award honors senior student athletes who have impacted their program over the course of their entire collegiate career. These individuals are excellent competitors who have raised the level of competition for UTRGV and for the Western Athletic Conference. Someone who will be leaving a lasting memory, a legacy for the future generations. The nominees for Female Legacy Award recipients are Sarah Bonnie, women's soccer. Tilda Green, women's golf. Megan Johnson, women's basketball. Barbara Silva, women's volleyball. Kinga Shemek, women's soccer.
The Lou Hassel Award is given to a male senior student athlete who competed as a senior and is academically sound. Traditionally, the award goes to the senior male student athlete with the highest GPA. This year's winner is Ewan Gill, men's golf. The Ann LaMattia Award is given to a female senior student athlete who competed as a senior and is academically sound. Traditionally, the award goes to the senior female student athlete with the highest GPA. This year we have a tie. From women's soccer, Sarah Bonnie, and from women's basketball, Megan Johnson.
The Academic Cup is awarded to the team with the highest GPA for the previous academic school year. This year's academic team of the year had a GPA of 3.62. The V Award goes to women's tennis. The Community Service Award is given to the team who has contributed the most as a whole and who's created the most impact in our community. This year's winner is a team who had 100% of its members participate while combining for a total of 134 hours, averaging over 17 hours per student. The V Award goes to women's golf.
The newest award, the Iron V Award, recognizes those collegiate athletes whose athletic accomplishment reflects their dedication to strength conditioning through earning the All-American Strength Conditioning Athlete of the Year Award. We would like to recognize those who have shown continued dedication and improvement throughout their time at UTRGV. Additionally, these winners will be published in the National Strength and Conditioning Association's annual press release. Our male recipients are Yariel Matute, men's track and field, Andy Atwood, baseball, our female recipients are Megan Johnson, women's basketball, and Kinga Shemek, women's soccer.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Yu and I'll be serving as your SAC president for the upcoming year. This year has been an exciting, interesting, and historic year. While it may be challenging to see past the chaos that is currently in front of us, I think it's still important to look forward to what we want to achieve. It might look a little different, but time and life carry on. I know for myself, this time away has shown me how grateful I am to be a collegiate athlete and what a privilege it is to be getting a degree at the same time. I miss living with my roommates and teammate in the small village apartment. I miss the hectic, caffeinated, fueled days. And most of all, I miss training and competing. Some of us were fortunate enough to get our year back, and I think we owe it to ourselves to make the most of it. We have been able to highlight some great athletes here tonight, but I want to remind everyone that we have yet to put ourselves on the map. We may not have all the resources we desire, but we have what we need to make it happen. The best is yet to come, and it can be with us that it happens. This experience and your performance here will only be as great as you make it. With that, I want to say thank you to our administration and our coaches for providing us this opportunity. Congratulations to all the well-deserving athletes, and I look forward to improving and competing with you all next year.